Hi, I'm Chuck Wood, and this is your 2-minute tip for disciple making. Last week we started a series on Jesus' form and principle, and this week we're going to dig a little bit deeper. But before we move on, I want to just review what a principle and a form is. A principle is a universal truth that applies to all people in all cultures at all times. And then a form is the techniques that we use in order to accomplish the principle. So that's the difference between the two. Now I want to take you to John chapter 13, and we'll take a good close look at what Jesus did and dissect it and extract the principle out of the form. Now as we look closely at the context here, Jesus is washing the disciples' feet. And then in John 13:15, he says, "For I gave you an example that you also should do as I did to you." Now, if we're not careful, we could walk away from that picture that Jesus has given us and say, it's foot washing. That's what this is all about. Actually, the foot washing was the form in order to teach the principle. The principle is servant leadership. Leaders ought to serve and love and take care of their flock. That's how Jesus did it, and that's how we're supposed to do it. Now, it may not look like foot washing today because that's not in our cultural context. What it may look like is the boss staying after the meeting and putting away chairs, or the Bible study leader cooking dinner for the study when they come over. Or, as an example, when I was a first sergeant, I was in the latrine mopping out the latrine with a few privates. That demonstrated a very potent method of leadership, love and concern for the people, and that was what Jesus was after, not necessarily foot washing. Now, when we look at that and we extract the principle of servant leadership from that passage, that really is illuminating. But really, that's kind of one of these simple ones, and there are many other examples and words of Jesus that may not be as simple, and we have to go back. This demands a really good look at the Gospels and to see, okay, what did Jesus really mean by his example and his words here, and what is the principle? I see his forms, now extract the principle out of the forms. So hopefully this has been helpful. Keep passing this on to your Facebook friends. You're doing a great job. And until next time, keep making disciples.